Hello and welcome to this new video tutorial of Magento 2 Marketplace Iyzico Payment Gateway. And well, this extension allows the marketplace vendors to accept the payments online by enabling the Iyzico payment method for the product purchase. This extension supports split payment functionality wherein the amount from the customer is automatically divided between the sellers and the store owner at the time of checkout. So let's get in and let's see how this extension works. But before that, what we'll be doing is we'll be going through the configuration settings of this extension, and after that we'll be showing you the seller's end, and lastly we'll be showing you the customer's end. So here I am on the sign in page of the admin backend panel, and I'll be clicking on the sign in button to log into the admin's backend panel here. And after login, on the side panel I'll navigate to the stores menu option, and after that I'll click the configuration button that we have, and on the configuration page we'll just navigate to sales, and here we'll be going to the payment methods menu option. We'll click the payment methods menu option, and that will bring up all the payment methods that are there within the admin backend panel. So here what we need to do is we need to navigate to the other payment methods section that we have. We'll just click that up, and here you'll find the marketplace Iyzico payment gateway. Here you can see the marketplace Iyzico payment is visible here, and it has a number of configuration settings. What we'll be doing, we'll be going through each of these options one by one. So the very first option that we have is to enable or disable this extension, and we have a yes and a no option for that. So if the admin selects this option as yes, then the extension or the module would be enabled for use at the checkout time. Otherwise, if you have selected this as no, then this extension won't be activated and you won't be able to make use of the extension at the checkout time. So for this, we'll be selecting this option as yes. After that, we have the option enable testing mode, and we have two options, yes and a no. So if you have sandbox credentials and if you want to test your application, then you can enable the testing mode by selecting the yes option and entering the API key or the ID and the API secret key for the sandbox mode, so as to do the testing thing. Otherwise, if you want to run your application in the live or the production mode, then you need to select this option that says enable testing mode as yes to no. You need to select this no if you are using this extension in the live or the production mode. So for that, this example we'll be selecting this as yes, because we are making use of the testing mode right now. After that, we have the method title. Now in this field, the admin has to enter the title for the Iyzico payment method that would be displayed on the front end during the checkout to the customers. So you can set up the method title that is recognizable to the customers as well, and you can enter the text here under the method title option. After that, we have the API key or API key or ID, and the API secret option we have. After that, we have the API key or ID and the API secret. So in these fields, what the admin needs to do is he has to enter the API secret key, which would be provided by the Iyzico payment gateway. And since Magento 2 Marketplace Iyzico payment gateway is purely meant for the marketplace sellers, so if the admin wants to sell his own product on the web store, then he has to register as a sub-merchant. And for registering as a sub-merchant, the admin will have to click on the register as sub-merchant button that you see here, and clicking that would display a pop-up, and the admin needs to enter the details he needs to select the sub-merchant type, he needs to enter the contact name, the contact surname, email address, the IBAN number, the merchant name, and the GSM number. Apart from that, the admin also needs to check and accept the Iyzico platform user agreement, and after that the admin needs to click on the register button there. So this was about the register as sub-merchant. So the API key or the API secret, these two keys have to be entered at their respective places. So after you have registered yourself with the at the Iyzico payment gateway, you'll be receiving both of these keys. After that we have the sort order option, and here the admin has to enter the sort order for the payment gateway, and as per the set sort order, the payment gateway would be displayed at the checkout time to the customers. Lastly, we have the option of payment form, and here we have two options. One is the pop-up and the other one is responsive. So in this field, the admin would have to select the payment form as a pop-up or a responsive form. If selected as pop-up, then on the checkout page, when a customer clicks on the Iyzico payment method, a form would appear as a pop-up. And if this option is selected as responsive, then a separate payment form would appear on the checkout form, wherein the customer can enter the details for making the payment there. So that was all about the configuration settings here for the marketplace Iyzico payment gateway. And after making the configuration settings, you just need to click the save configuration button here to save the configuration settings. So that was about the configuration settings of the Magento 2 marketplace Iyzico payment gateway. So after this, now we'll be proceeding further, and we'll be checking the workflow at the seller's end. So for that, I'll be going ahead and I'll be logging into the front end seller panel for this extension. So right now I am at the seller's end, and I've already logged in as a seller. So first of all, the seller has to register himself as a sub-merchant under the Iyzico onboard sub-merchant tab that he'll find on the left hand side. So here you'll see on the left hand side under the account panel, here we have the marketplace dashboard, and under this block we'll find the Iyzico onboard sub-merchant menu option. So the seller needs to click that up, and on clicking this, a form would appear like this one, which says Iyzico sub-merchant details, and we have already entered the details of the seller, and we have accepted the Iyzico platform user agreement as well, and we have clicked the save button, and you can see that the sub-merchant account is approved now. So this was much similar to what the admin did in the admin backend to register himself as a sub-merchant there. So it is mandatory for all the marketplace vendors to register as a sub-merchant, because if the vendors do not register themselves, and then they would not be able to receive the payments from Iyzico payment gateway, and the admin has to manually transfer the payment into the seller's account. So any of the sellers who want to make use of this extension should go to their Iyzico sub-merchant details section, fill in the details, save the details for the sub-merchant account, and after the approval there is no issues, and the amount would be able to be split at the time of checkout. When a customer makes a payment, the admin will receive his amount and the sellers will receive theirs. So that was about this main setting here. So now let's go to the customer front end, and let's see how the customer can place the order at the checkout time, and how the customer can see this payment method at the checkout page. So for that, I'll be going to the customer front end, and I'll be showing the same as well. So right now I'm at the checkout page, and I'll be selecting my shipping method, and after that I'll be clicking the next button. And under the payment method section, you can see the Iyzico easy checkout method is visible, and here you can also see the title that you had set for the payment method. And now after selecting the payment method, you can see, because we had selected the option as responsive, in the admin configuration settings for this module. That's why we're having a form wherein we can fill the details and make the payment. Otherwise, if we had selected this option as pop-up, then after selecting the Iyzico payment method, a pop-up would have appeared, and after that we needed to fill in the details of the card so as to proceed for the payment for the products there. So what I'll be doing is I'll be entering the name and the card number to make the payment. And I'll enter the card number, the expiry date, the CVV number, and I'll click on the pay button thereafter. So now we'll see that the payment will go through, and here you can see that the order has been completed, and we can click on the order number to check the order details. So this is the success message that we have received after placing the order, and now we'll be showing you the order details under the customer's account. So here we are for the order details. Here can be seen for the Nikon camera that we had placed here, and here we can see the grand total is there, and the selected payment method is also visible under the customer's account. And we can click on the invoices button as well to check the invoice for this order. If you want, you can also print the invoice as per your requirement there. And you can see here that we have two different invoices for the two products, and here you can see the shipping and handling is $10, and that's a different one, and the other one is for the two cameras that we have. That's the grand total that's visible there. And after clicking the print button, you'll be able to take a printout of for this placed order. So let's go to the admin backend panel. Let's see how the admin would be able to view the order and the transaction details in the admin backend panel. So for that, I'll be logging in to the admin backend panel once again, and I'll be going to the sales and then orders section. So for this order, we have two invoices. One is for the products that were within this invoice or within this order, and the other invoice is for the shipping. So we are here, and this is our order number that we have just placed. So we'll be clicking on the view button to check the details. So here we are on the order details page, and here we can see the selected payment method under the payment information that we can see, and we can see the items that we have ordered and the name of the seller as well. Now to check the transaction details, go to the transactions menu option under the order view. Here click on this, and here you can see that we have two transactions here. So let me open the first one first. So here we have the transaction data is there, and we have the transaction details as well, and this is for the admin shipping, and we can see the sub-merchant price and the sub-merchant payout rate as well, and the sub-merchant payout amount, the actual amount. So this was the transaction details for the placed order. And the admin can also view the transaction on the Iyzico payment gateway site under the transactions tab as well. And there, on clicking the payment ID, you can check the details related to the payment status, the transaction details, card details of the buyer, and the buyer information as well. So that was much about the order details, and now what we'll be doing is we'll be showing you the refund process. So how the admin and the sellers can process the refund of an order. So you must note that the sellers would be able to process the refund if admin allows the sellers to manage the orders from the admin panel. So if the admin has allowed the sellers to manage their orders on their own, only then the sellers would be able to make a refund to their customers. And to initiate the refund, the admin has to navigate to sales and invoice. And when the admin opens an invoice, he has to click on the credit memo button, and there the admin can click on the refund button. So let me take you to the admin backend panel and let me show you how the admin can do a refund there. So the admin needs to navigate through sales and then invoices. Just click on that up, and this will bring up all the invoices for the placed orders. So here we have our order number that had the invoice number 186 for $1,188. So let me click that up. So I've opened this invoice, and here we have the details of this order. You can see both of the products are visible here. And now to refund the amount, the admin needs to click the credit memo button here. And similar kind of procedure is for the sellers as well. The seller needs to go to the order, then its invoice, and from there the seller can similarly make a refund to the customers. But if the admin has allowed the seller to manage the orders from the admin backend panel, only after that the seller can do the refund to the customers. And for this new credit memo, I'll just navigate down, and here you'll see the refund button is there, and clicking the refund button would refund the amount to the customer's account there. So that was about how to make a refund as well. And that was much about the Magento 2 marketplace Iyzico payment gateway. Hope this helped you out. If you have any questions or queries regarding this extension, then you can always get back to us at support@webpool.com, or you may raise a ticket at webpool.ubdesk.com. Thanks for watching this video and have a great day ahead.